Hi VOD squad. I want to say that before everyone else gets here. Hello, yesterday's stream, or the last Minecraft stream, there was a portion of audio that was muted. I am so sorry. I don't even understand why. I play, like, you know, music that shouldn't be able to be claimed, but for some reason it was, and that is just how it is. So I apologize for that. Anyway, welcome everyone to some more Verdant idea. Yesterday we left off with doing bees and stuff. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta show you what I've been doing around the island. But yesterday we did leave off with some bees and such, and I'm like, these are gonna take 20 minutes and rah 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 rah. But yeah, in between streams, I made path. I feel like I'm very good at this sort of thing. In stone block and whatever, I've usually taken care of the paths. I feel like for the space, it's pretty good. The bigger the space, the more coarse dirt and brown concrete powder you want. But since it's a very small space between these two, yeah, you don't want to do too much. But also, we have heaps more grass. I said, don't be surprised if I come back and like this whole section here around the trees is done, and I did about half of it. So I did a lot. It's looking really good. Hey Maya, how you doing? But yeah, so I was joking about maybe doing that much, but we have gone from like 1/5 of the island now to like maybe, I don't know. If you break it up into 4, kind of along this, like, actually, let's break it up. So like across here, and then this in half. So that'd be one section. Then that would be a section here. Big section here, so we cut this one here in half again, and then this one here is about as big as we've got where we are. Maybe a little bigger. Then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 pieces. So we've done nearly 1/7 of the island now. But yeah, I spent a long time doing all the dirt and everything. And look, you can see where I have done, because there aren't any details like this here. So it's just pure grass, but before it was like up to here, this line. You can see where I went up to because the grass just kind of stops. So, so yeah, everything beyond that has been done. It's looking very, very good. Still feeling a little bit gluggy today. Oh, I also did over there as well. And that one there is done. As you can see, it looks a bit more natural than whatever. So yeah, so that's done now. This little section over here is done now. All around the back there is done. And I put in some paths around the areas where I walk the most. And then once we get a staircase up here, obviously that will also be a thing as well. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing in between the streams. It's taken me a lot of hours. But now that we can grow dirt, obviously I have more than I've ever had here in this barrel. And here's how much cracked sand we've removed from the island. Nearly 7,000 pieces. Which means that almost all of them have also been replaced by grass or other things. Let's go check on our bees, shall we? So we put our well, something's definitely moved in. We have zombies and skelly bees. So in our zombies, we have one up here, which is very cool. With some zombie comb. Then in here we have some skeletal bee comb, so I'm going to take them. Thanks, guys. Also, I did find out that this soul glass, because a creeper spawned back there, this soul glass you can walk through, mobs cannot. So if you want some, just cook yourself in the smeltery and you will get soul glass. You can also make panes out of this as well, which I assume have the same property. So that's a thing. So I just realized I have no computer sound. Oh, that's why. I must have hit it with, there we go, that's better. I was gonna say, I must have hit it along with turning down my music on my little mixer. Yeah, plus also our combies. Oh, what is that? Glowing. Oh, I look so radiant. My skincare routine is really paying off right now. I mean, I look, yeah, radiant, glowing. I don't know what other words beauticians use. But we have the gold bee and the glowing bee having a bit of a problem here. Whoa, that is so many combs from the silky bees. Whoa. Okay. So we need these for spider seeds. We also need solium. But yeah, so we're making, we left off yesterday making the experience plant, which we were making for the next tier so that we can go from tertium to imperium, I believe it is. We need to make 2 more framed drawers for in here as well. But yeah, so we need, we're going to be working on imperium. After that, I don't know what we're doing. I actually have no idea. I haven't thought that far. The only thing I thought of is that, you know, I wanted to get to this point, but then I don't know what we're doing afterwards. So anyway, we get the silky comb, we get the skeletal comb, we get the zombie comb. Do these, they have a thing to do with the wither skeletons. So withered bee is feeding a skeletal bee a wither rose. Okay. So look, we know that we have wither roses up there, or actually just in here even. We can go wither rose. There they are, 17 wither roses. We'll probably have to grow some. But yeah, that is, that's where we're at. So we make the experience seeds today. Might make a small crop area for mob seeds, because I feel like we won't really need them too much, except maybe skeleton ones. So if we go skeleton essence, let's just have a look and see what they make. You can make skeleton skulls with them. You can make record discs along with creeper essence. Bones, very useful. And then blank records, of course. That's how you make the experience seeds. Skeleton spawn egg from solium spawners. So here's the thing I want to know. What can you put in solium spawners? It just seems... Oh wait, hang on. Did I say zombie villager egg? We can get villagers. Awesome. And then when you centrifuge these, what do they turn into? String. We don't need to worry about that. We have a perfect amount of string here in this flax. We don't need to worry about turning these into anything other than combs, essentially. That goes in there, and then there it is. These are industrial home. I think what we do need to do is give all these small drawers here upgrades, because especially like this one here, you can see they're starting to fill up, and it's all because the space that let's just say a single one of these drawers has to be divided by all 4 of the drawers. So probably look at doing some upgrades and stuff for that as well. Right, so we want zombie seeds. That zombie mystical agriculture. We want this one here. So we'll add that one. And we want skeleton seeds. We'll add that one. And spider seeds. So we add that one there. On top of that, we also need solium. We do have solium dust. I know that we have some. Do we need solium for all of them? So we need 6 solium. I feel like we only have like 4. Oh my god, we have exactly 6. Give it all to me. Please. It already... Wow, it already came out. It must have been in this chest and I just missed it. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a phantasmo day. Had a good birthday yesterday. Very, very quiet. And yeah, just chilling out. That's what my cake day stream was yesterday as well. Anyway, we need to make solium seeds. So I'll do that to begin with. We know that our seeds are up here. 1, 2, 3. Then we get +1 for we'll get +1 for the final seed a little later. There's our 3 solium seeds. Now I think we needed 3 of each comb. Then I'll go put in the rest with the bees. That's something else that we also need to work on, is the storage system for the bees. Because this is going to get ridiculous very, very quickly. Look, you can see here that I'm like condensing the combs and they're still taking up a lot of space, so... Anyway, so we'll have a look at this. That requires 3 combs. That requires 3 combs. That requires 3 combs. These 2 don't require any runes, which is very nice. But for Supremium, no, not Supremium, Prudentium each. So we get our 8 Prudentium. 8 Prudentium, 4 Tertium. And we also need to set up a storage area for Botania. Oh my god, I am feeling so dizzy right now. Whoa. I'm just going to take a moment here while I just relax for a second. I'm sorry. That was really, really intense. I just felt like I was going to fall out of my chair. Oh, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a seed. I think it's something to do with how my voice is rattling in my headphones right now. Just going to add in some live headphone mix and hope that that helps a little bit. Oh right, living rock. There's our zombie seeds. The biggest part of this was actually just waiting for these combs to appear. And I don't know when they appeared, but like I said, I've spent a bit of time in the world today doing all the grass growing, so it could be anywhere. Could have happened any time, whatever. I also like the fact that we're getting pretty much straight into this today. Living rock again, chill. Come on. Right, then the skeletal ones require... They required 2 runes. Oh, sorry, the spider ones. They require earth and air. We get out an air rune and an earth rune. Drop them on. Pretty soon we're going to start needing some specialist seeds. Sorry, some specialist runes. I'm sure of it. Let's go into Power of the Land. And yeah, I'll take these bits because it means that I can just make the next essence like pretty much straight away. This one here obviously taking a little longer. Right, let's make experience seeds here. Experience requires those 2 runes of mana. Oh no, I don't think I have 2. I only have 1. So we're also going to have to make a rune of mana. Living rock. Yeah, so we've got our zombie seeds, we've got our skeleton seeds, we've got our spider seeds, so we can make them 10 to 10 another time. We've got our 3 elements that we needed. We need to make another... Okay, that's pretty easy. We should have a mana pearl in here somewhere. Nope, we have mana powder. And then we also needed how many? 6? For the rune of mana? 3, 5. Okay. I know that my ender pearls are in this chest. So we just do that. And get out 5 iron. Here it comes. It's beautiful. Probably should put up a stack of iron into mana steel. That is not what I wanted to throw in. Can I please have that back? Thank you. Then we get out our other rune of mana. While I'm thinking of it, put these 2 away. I wonder if you can eat drops of experience. Right, there we go. There's our 2 mana there. Now we just need... I think it's 4 tertium, so we should just need 2 more. 2 experience seeds and a seed base, which is up here. Thank you. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Beautiful. But yeah, so we're definitely going to need some more storage drawers up over there for mystical agriculture. Oh man, I thought I heard a creeper behind me. I heard like a kind of sound, like as if one was about to ignite. I need a living rock as well. That's the whole reason why I came over here before. Then for our crystal, that's not what it's called. Is it infusion? Yeah, there it is. The infusion. It is a crystal, mate. That's the one that we want. We want this one. We need silver, lapis, redstone, experience, quartz, and then 1 of each element. Right. And there are our experience seeds. So, we don't need these ones here to go on. We do, however, need experience. And I'm going to go over here to get the rest of the stuff because I can just grab it straight off the wall and not have to wait for it. So it was a lapis. Wait, was it a dye? I don't think it was a dye seed. It was not a dye seed. Lapis, redstone, quartz, silver. 1 of each of them. That looks to be correct. So I got the experience on there. Bloop, bloop. Let me just move as many of these to my hotbar as I can. And then a seed base. Oh, I have that in my inventory as well. Okay, so we've got redstone, lapis, silver. I'm missing an element. I'm also missing quartz. Where is the other element? Which one have we got in here? We are missing water. No, we've got water on there. So what are we missing then? So we've got silver, lapis, redstone, experience. Oh, we don't need the experience seed. Because that is not what we are doing. Alright, so silver, lapis, redstone, XP. And 4... Oh, I didn't put in the tertium yet. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. So we have 4 new seeds to plant and 10, 10, 10. That's cool. This here is going to give us supremium. There's nothing in these drawers here, so I will... zombie, skeleton, spider, experience. I just realized I'm going to have to unlock those drawers later now because they are now locked in there at 111. That's my own fault. It's about half done there. So I'll get some... That's my other crystals. There they are. I'll make a few other... I'll make a few more tertium. Because we have heaps and heaps and heaps of inferium. So if we do this, then we do this. Then we want to make tertium from that. So I am so confused right now. That's what I want. Sick. So then we can turn all of that into supremium. With supremium, we can then make supremium furnaces. Our no, I've lost my train of thought. Living rock, chill. Stop forgetting the living rock, dude. Living rock. It's essential for everything. Why are you not using it? And there we go. There's our tertium crystal, which actually gives us access to tier 3 seeds. Is it tier 3 seeds? What is the skeleton? Ah, spider. Okay, so we're up to tier 4 seeds, which includes diamond. We finally... Wait, hang on. I feel like diamond, you needed diamond. Yeah, you do need diamonds to make diamond seeds. So we're going to have to get into furthering this quest line, because Pneumaticraft is around here somewhere. And you need Pneumaticraft to make diamonds, so... But anywhoozle, look, we've got access to our tier 3 seeds, including Enderman seeds. So that's going to be good. Gold seeds is going to be massive. And we have everything we need for gold seeds already, except the Rune of Autumn. Like I said, we're going to need to start making more... Actually, blaze seeds. Blaze seeds would be awesome. Because we can power furnaces with blaze rods. We can power the smeltery with liquid blaze. Or maybe even just blaze. And then obviously Eyes of Ender and end portals for going to the end. So if we wanted to make blaze seeds, I mean, everything except the rune of autumn again, and actually solium. Solium might also be a good shout. I don't think we have solium. What can we use this? What can we use this to make solium? That's soul sand. Soul soil. Solium. Because solium is, okay, there's bees. Giving a bee a piece of soul sand creates solium bees. So that's easy enough. We have plenty of bees. We just remove them there. But solium also isn't super hard to find in the nether. It's like trying to see tiny brownish spots in the dirt. It's kind of like that. Anyway, we're going to possibly upgrade our furnaces to start. And our watering can. Our watering can is going to become 9x9, you know, priorities. On top of that, I think I had gold in here. Yeah. So I've still been like farming gold from the gold bees. They're still doing their thing, obviously. Then I throw their processed gold ore into the crusher to get crushed gold. And then I put that through our smeltery. And that is why I'm saying that smeltery is probably a good idea. Imperium furnaces are on the way. We need a block of Imperium. Imperium ingot, which is prosperity ingots. That should be easy enough. Do we have prosperity? Why am I not doing this? Prosperity. Yes, good. We have blocks of prosperity. Let's just get a couple. There we go. And then we get some iron. We have enough for 4. So we do iron. 4. I can't believe that comes so fast from all the way over there. Like that block there. All because of how it's set up. I love it. There we go. There is our prosperity. Then we need blocks of Imperium. Need like 18 times 4. You know what, let's just start it again. It's like 64. Let's just get out 2 stacks. Because by the time we're done, that's probably how much we'll be using. Oh wait, hang on, that isn't what I want to do. I want to do this first. Okay, that makes Imperium, 32 Imperium. There's 1 block, 2 blocks, 4 ingots, and 2 for the furnaces. I will take you. So much experience. Put this coal in here. Then we make up the furnace. Wait, where'd my other furnace go? Hello? Did it go in? Oh. It went into the hopper. Nice. Okay. 2, 2, 2. There's our brand new furnace. Bright blue. Very striking color. So we've moved up now from tertium to Imperium. So we went from 250% cooking speed and 170% fuel efficiency to 690% cooking speed, nearly 3 times the amount, and 345% fuel efficiency. So now instead of doing however many this did, we've just doubled it essentially. So 1 coal will cook double the amount in this one here. Very, very awesome. I'm going to have to make some more coal as well. I've put a lot of it up there into the blast furnace. So I go 5, 8, good. Coal. Perfect. Pretty much doing the coal has cost me nothing other than just time. So, and you know, the coal's just basically growing. Whoops, just basically growing up here all the time, and I harvest that regularly, so it's just been sitting there doing nothing. Sick. Right. Compacting drawers is what we need. We need framed compacting drawers. Frame drawer, frame compacting drawer, there it is. So 10 nuggets, 3 iron, 5 iron, 6 iron. So 10 nuggets, 6 iron, 16 cobblestone, and 12 planks, and 2 redstone. Alright, so redstone, 2 redstone, iron, we want 10 nuggets, 6 iron, cobblestone, we want 6, we wanted 12 cobblestone, and then in terms of this, we wanted, I feel like I did that math wrong. I think we wanted 16 cobblestone. This is so good. It saves me so much time. And then we just need some drawers, which I already have here, so. Cool. Piston. Again, not like that. Piston. Then we go the frame drawers. Framed compacting drawer. Did I not bring enough for 2? No, I forgot to get it. Do a second lot of pistons, which is my bad. Got out all the materials for it too. There we go. Frame compacting drawer. There we go. And I should also get out our card as, wait, hang on, what's it called? Configuration tool from functional storage. All right. Functional storage. This is the one I wanted. Actually, that was the one that I had on there as well. And linking as well, because we're about to pull them out of the system. Atok. Pull these ones out of here. Put in... Oh wait, hang on. I need to set these as the framed drawers first. There we go. Them in there. That one goes there. Beautiful. Lock. Actually, no, we'll just link them. There we go. And then we just lock them all at once. And perfect. Now we have a space here for Supremium as well. Why do I have 3 separate stacks of golden carrots, dude? This mouse is going to be the death of me, I swear. I really should just buck up and get a new one, right? But I don't. Right, then we also want a watering can. Water, 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 water. There it is. Okay, so we want 8 more Imperium. We don't have enough to make 8 more. You know what? Let's just get out like 4 stacks and we'll do a whole stack of Imperium. That way we won't be wanting it for a while. We should have it. There we go. And then we want 4 more iron and a bit more prosperity. Cool. 4, 8. You in there. Then I want the pink stuff. Which is bone meal, floral fertilizer, and Imperium. Sorry, Inferium. Oh, all these same names are going to be very, very frustrating. Do we not have any floral? Oh, we do have floral fertilizer. Awesome. Floral fertilizer. Going to need to possibly make some of that at some stage. Bone meal. And Inferium. Cool. Thank you. Then we make the awesome new watering can, which is going to do so much more. What's it going to do? 9, 18, 645. That's not quite 45. I think you have to take off 4. If you do 8 times 4, that's 36. So maybe 36 more plants. So essentially I can stand in the middle of every plot like this and it will water the whole plot. I actually don't need to go any further than this, but since red is part of my channel branding, and let's face it, there's not many colors per se associated with my channel branding. I do want to get red. Red has been a recurring theme for me in lots and lots of things, so. And again, I like warm, earthy tones. Red, pretty earthy tone. That's why I also kind of like brown as well. I used to own a lot of brown shirts. Don't these days, but I still remember those days. Beating slab can also go back in there. So yeah, cool. Brand new watering can. So I can, let's say, do that. Then I do this. And you can see that one over there in the back also growing. Very, very awesome. It'd be cool if it did it like I know that the range is probably the best part of that, but it'd be cool if with each one it also, you know, increase the speed of its growth. But then that's also quite overpowered because you move from like 9 crops to 25 to, you know, 49 to 81. So it's quite a jump. Hello? Why am I getting messages? Disco has... Hello. I was just about to say, Disco has found the joys of the Life series and has just sent me a Gemini Tay video of when they did their virtual reality April Fool's gag. But yeah, so now we have the Imperium watering can. We have bright blue Imperium furnaces. So they are going to cook really well. We are now on to tertium, tier 4 seeds. Sorry. From here, we're probably going to have to start thinking about going... Oh, excuse me. thinking about going back into the machinery side of things because we do need to get into Pneumaticraft for diamonds. If we have a look at aluminium seeds here, how do you make these? Oh, you can do these with dye essence, but we still need new runes. So you know what, maybe making the runes is the way to go. It looks like we need to make a rune of each season for this one. So we've already made our rune of water, fire, air. Our rune, oh that's envy. Where's mana? There's mana. Then it looks like we need to make a rune of spring, summer, autumn, and winter as well. So we'll probably do that now. Okay. I should probably start taking notes. Actually, wait, why take notes when I can just do this? Boom. There we go. There's my notepad right here. Do we need to use... Yeah, so we'll have to use all four. Wait, hang on. Okay, you can use... wait, hang on, no, this is also a problem. If we do apple, right? You need pie crust. Pie crust, you need milk. Oh, there's milk from productive bees. So how do you get milk? From milky combs. There's a milky comb. From that you need a rancher bee or a milky bee. I wonder if we have rancher bees. So that's how you get your milk. Milk bees, essentially. Do we have a rancher bee? We have resin bee, mason bee, reed bee, yellow carpenter bee, blue banded bee, resin bee, yellow carpenter sugar bag bee. By the way, to get sugar bag bees, I found them very randomly. I just broke my cocoa beans over there and they were inside, so. Alright, so we're looking at the rancher bee. We need to breed together an ancient bee. Oh, you're kidding me, dude. And a sweat bee. Sweat bee is a bee inside a snow nest. That's easy enough. The ancient bee is a block of netherite. Oh my god, dude. Please. Right. So, best thing about netherite that I can think of right now is that we could probably find it pretty easy using beds. I found out that I need to find netherite. That's what's going on. And a big amount of it. Oh, dude, that's so annoying. So look, we can go looking for it the old-fashioned way. We'd need to find a lot of netherite scrap, though. You need diamonds first, if I was you. I mean, that means going into Pneumaticraft for hang on. Right, standby one. So if we were to go that way, that means that we just keep following this line here. And then what sparks innovation is also down there. So this is thermal expansion. Or thermal series, whatever it is. We also want this, the orbital shipping. But we'll need to do both lanes here. So we need to go into the refinery, which requires a squeezer, a fermenter, and then that into there, producing plastics, which then you need for climate control. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to make some TNT and we're going to take out our frustrations on the world. Then I also want 5 sand. Also, thanks to our little setup up there, we can we can make sand, we can make dirt, we can make heaps of things. Anyway, we're going to experience a loss here. Now, I wonder if you can explode TNT. I did that around the wrong way. I wonder if you can explode TNT in claim chunks and it won't destroy the ground. I want to try for science, but at the same time, I don't want to try for science. Especially since I've just put... Actually, no, let's go to a place where I haven't put down grass. Then we can do it for science. So let's claim just a random chunk like that one. Not super far away. Oh, by the way, Disco. Look at how much grass there is. So much grass. Still quite a bit of the island to go, but yeah, it's definitely even more than you saw earlier. All right, here we go. For science, we're going to... Oh, wait, hang on. I also need a flint and steel. I'm slowly catching up. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, this is a patience pack. Though, you will probably make more progress than me if you don't do this. And you're not streaming, so you can move at your own pace as well, so... You don't have to worry about doing all those things. I need a flint and iron. Oh, I actually have a flint and steel. Nice. I will take that. Thank you. Here it comes. All right. Just before midday, so... I wonder if more than one zombie can move into a comb at once, or if it's just limited to one. Because if it's just limited to one, it will need to be taken out so that another one can be moved in. Right, here we go. Them down on the ground, that there, light it up. Good to know. So we can do this on the grassy areas, but it might still break ferns and whatever. Hello. How do you remove chunks like that? Right. So we've got our next section, compressed iron. So we're still going to be making, you know, progress here. So I think the compressed iron, yeah, this is our first step into Pneumaticraft, so... And then we get a bit more steel for our troubles. We didn't quite gain back all that we lost. You lose, I think, 20%, which is a lot. At least for now, while you're doing explosion crafting, so... Anyway, Pneumaticraft machines can explode, so learning a thing or two about them wouldn't be a bad idea. Don't worry though, the explosions can break one block at most. So now we need to make a book, and with one of these new steel ingots. That also reminds me, I need to put up drawers for immersive engineering over there. And just basic storage. Leather. The leather is over here. Then do I have any paper just lying around? Paper, I do. And I feel really, really dizzy, dude. I don't know what it is. I just feel like my equilibrium is bad. There is some stuff that was happening outside of stream that I don't really want to talk about because it's kind of gross. But yeah, I will say that it wasn't really feeling great IRL either. Alright, we are generator, sure. Pneumaticraft machines require pressure to work. It can be generated using various generators, the simplest of which is an air compressor. So we're going to get an air compressor, which probably requires power to work. So for that we need a pressure tube, we need some reinforced bricks and a furnace. Honestly, the furnace is going to be the easiest bit. Let's just request 8 of these. Been a long time since I've seen a regular furnace. We've been seeing these colored ones for so long. By the way, who needs a super smelter when you've got these? And the supremium ones on top of these ones here are amazing. I remember once playing, what was it, Stone Block? And getting a supremium furnace or like a black furnace, I forget what they're called, really early on, and we could cook everything off of like a single stick. That's right, stick. Soon we'll be able to use sticks as fuel rather than coal. Anywho, these are reinforced bricks. Reinforced brick. Was it stone? Bricks. I need to go back into my quest book and have a look-see. Put that. Can't put that on there. I can from here though, and that. Cool. And it is reinforced bricks. Used to make stuff. Thanks. I appreciate that. Crafting them requires reinforced brick slabs, reinforced brick tiles, reinforced stone. That'll be what I want, which is stone and a compressed nugget. Easy. Good thing I spent some time mining stone over there, because I have pickaxes of both, you know, both Silk Touch and No. I can swap between them and just get what I want out of it. There's our reinforced bricks. Next up, need to make a pipe. This is just glass. So we'll need 2 glass. That'll be our 16 pipes. Then I think it was this. Burn-eye and that there. There's our air compressor as well. Very good. Let me just put this away for now. There's our quest for an air compressor done. And what's this? Sometimes the easiest way to keep your system from exploding is to craft a security update and place it in your machines. It will make them release overflow pressure, preventing an explosion. And a security update is either or. Does that mean either or? Because it's showing either this thing here or lapis. And the thing in the tube is the safety module. We have obsidian already sitting there, so for this we need a pressure gauge and 2 levers. A pressure gauge is easy enough. Here's a problem that we have. We don't actually have copper in storage drawers yet, so I can't actually request it on the network. Very unfortunate. There's our pressure gauge. 2 levers. So 1, 2. And then what was it? 4 lapis? No, that's after that. By the way, I really like these new paths. They, like I said, I feel like paths, at least organic flat paths, are something I do well. For not being like a builder. I need to make the levers first. So I feel like it's something that I do well. I said do. And it really just, it makes it feel lived in, which is awesome. All right, over here, how do you make that security, what's Shoma call it? Security, this is it. Oh, we also need obsidian, which unfortunately is also not in the system. Now it's saying lapis or those blocks, so this might not actually work. We might actually need the pressure thing. Never mind. We got it. No worries, mate. Cheers, mate. So now we can bleed off any additional pressure. So now we're going to have to think of a place to put our Pneumaticraft stuff. Obviously, we want it pretty close to power. We have this small space here, but on top of that, we also still have to make our squeezer, fermenter, and whatever this is, refinery. So they will also need to be in this general area. We could put, I don't know, the pressure chamber for Pneumaticraft, I'm pretty sure was 5x5. So it would be quite large. Could take down this section here and make this area up here flat. Wouldn't be the biggest loss. Except now you can see my ugly cracked sand underneath and just how much effort I put into re-dirting the world. Not much. Actually, that's a lie. I take off the top layer and replace it with dirt, so it's quite a lot of effort. I could have just put it on top and left it at that, but I didn't. I was good. Right, so this is now a much more usable space. So maybe we put our stuff up here. So I don't know if the air compressor will need power. If it does, we'll probably want to put it over this side a little more. Then we want to put in this boy. Is that just the upgrades? Max upgrades. Adds a built-in safety valve to the machine, automatically releasing some air if... Wait, hang on. So I didn't even need to do that? Oh wait, no. It's saying that I can only put in one. Cool. Then up to 10 speed upgrades, up to 25 volume upgrades, which increases the air capacity of the machine 2 times the square root of U. And then the U being the number of volume upgrades. So 25, the square root of 25 is 5. So what? It would add in like 10? Because it says 2 times the square root of U being the number of volume upgrades. Why didn't they make that the square root of V for volume? Mate. Adding volume upgrades increases the air that can be stored, causing a pressure drop. Wait, I just realized I did math without thinking or without cross-checking. God, I hope I got that right. The square root of 25 is 5. And then times 2 is 10. I know that 2 times 5 is 10. I'm not that dim. But square roots and stuff. Don't at me, bro. Anyway, so we have an air generator under pressure. Pressure chamber is a cube multi-block. So this is actually what I was talking about here. Pressure chamber is a cube multi-block that can be 3, 4, or 5 blocks wide. Okay, so I'm probably going to go for the 5, just because I can. It can store pressure, which can be used to compress a few items, like diamonds. Or coal, I should say. Coal, because it compresses coal into diamonds. We could also make the super small version, but then we'd have to probably take it apart and do it again later. But yeah, so we have 2 pressure chamber interfaces. This is your in and out. Pressure chamber valve. This is where the air goes in, and the chamber wall is where your pressure is. That is a lot of stone. Actually, wait, no, it's not too bad. We need 16. I think we need 16 stone. So we do just 16. So this is kind of where I've want to be for a while, ever since I started seeing diamonds appearing on the crafting recipes. And if we do this, there's our 32. After that, we then need these pressure chambers, valves. So we can, wow, no, we don't need that many. We just need to make the walls. How do you make the walls? It's these guys here. So the bricks again. Oh wait, I've already made the walls. What am I doing here? We need a pipe and a wall. Pipe and wall. There's that one done. And then the 2 pressure inputs, 2 walls, and a hopper. Do we have a hopper? I feel like we have at least 1 left hopper. We do. Oh my lord. I don't think that could have been accidentally planned much better. By the way, me saying that it was accidentally planned makes it sound like it was planned all along. I can guarantee you it was not. The hoppers that I was like, do we have them? Do we have them? Actually came from this side of the cobblestone generator back before, like while the stone was still falling down onto the side. So it's been a while now. Anyway, we should have enough now to make the pressure chamber. And then what is this one here? Climate control, which also relates to it. Some pneumatic machines need to be heated or cooled. This can be done with a vortex tube, which will release temperature when provided with pressure. The orange side will release high temperature and the blue side low. The unused side should be covered with a heat sink so that the temperature won't affect the vortex tube. See, Pneumaticraft escapes me here. I know that I had to use Pneumaticraft as part of Sky Factory 3, but like that was a long time ago. So, alright. So this actually doesn't need power. We can move this to wherever we want, essentially. You vandal, what? Breaking machines like that is so uncivilized. Consider sneak right-clicking with a pneumatic wrench instead. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Pneumatic wrench. That's leggings, cylinder. Where's the wrench? Pneumatic wrench. Orange dye and this air canister. The air canister, I mean, we can make that. It just needs to be pressurized. Alright, so I will put... Does it need to be hollow in the middle? I forget if these need to be hollow or if they need to be... you know what? We just make the small one for now. Break that one there. Put the chamber valve here. The pipe would go here. Good, it connects. Then we put this block here down, the interface here. Another one here. Interface there. I really hope I've set this up right. I don't know if that's set up right. This machine is used to generate compressed air. To do this, insert any solid fuel that can burn. Wait, hang on. This might need to be complete fill. Like that? Nope. Oh no, here we go again, guys. Me showing my ineptitude of doing things. It can be used to store pressure, which can be used to compress a few items. So we're going to test this. It says a burnable fuel. I wonder if that means that we can use coal coke. If we can use coal coke, that would be really sick. That means it would burn forever. Have a look. Right. This is not getting anything. This is not getting anything. Pipe leaks. Place pipes or machines on the output sides. Oh. Okay. I put that around the wrong way. That's my bad. That was really loud. I'm so sorry. There we go. Now put that there. Then we have to go get another coal coke. That honestly scared me. Like, it was so loud. It's very loud in my ears. Alright, put that here. There we go. It is now building pressure. Is this taking pressure? This multi-block is not properly formed. And because this also has problems, I'm going to have a look at my manual here. We want to have a look at the... That is not what I want. Compressors. That isn't what I want. Tubes and modules. That isn't what I want. Components isn't what I want. Manufacturing. Pressure chamber. The edges and corners must be either pressure chamber walls or pressure chamber glass, which I would like to make. The faces. Oh, hang on. Okay. Yeah, so it was a me problem. The valve has to be like that, right? It said the corners. So let's go through the book again. So the edges and corners, the faces must be either or valves, right? So, oops, I have done this wrong yet again. That there. I'm going to put the valve over here because now it's a face. Hey, there we go. Check it out. We have third time's a charm, right? Okay. Right, so that safety upgrade can go in there. So now with this, we should get the goodies. Exporting crafted. That's good. I don't know how high the pressure has to be to make diamonds. So, but I do want to start with trying to make a diamond. So if we go to Pneumaticraft, there it is, pressure chamber. We need 4 bar to make diamonds out of 8 blocks of coal. Quite a bit of coal. Let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ow, coal. Sorry, my finger just hit my XLR cable. It's drooping a bit more today than normal, which is weird. Since I don't touch it, that's my headphone cable. Let me just make that a little bit tighter again. There we go. Oh, it's maybe a bit too tight now. Slack it off very, very slightly. There we go. All right. We do this, then we turn all these coal into blocks of coal, which, by the way, you can use for powering your smelteries over there as well. Come on. Oh, is that a thunderstorm? It's pretty dark. There we go. We don't want to deal with the rain. Okay, Okay, so we're going to put in a single block of coal. A single one. Pressure chamber interface. Hello? Can I please put that in? This block is used to import, export items to and from the pressure chamber. It exports on the I face and should export on the O face. You should have at least 2 pressure chamber interfaces with your pressure chamber. One with the O face pointing to the chamber, one with the O face pointing outwards. So this is definitely the I face, and this is the O face. Right, but can I can't put that in. So, can we make compressed? Yes. With steel. So maybe we try that one first instead. Maybe we need to, you know, just take it back a notch. Can I put you in here? No. An interface in export mode with a dispenser upgrade will eject things. Is there an import? Interface status. Importing items, no problems. So what am I doing wrong here? I should just be able to put this in. So... what am I doing? That's definitely the I face. And yeah, I can't put that in there. Do you need to hopper it in? If you need to hopper it in, that's going to be a pain. I don't think you need to hopper it in. Let's see if it says anything here. Pressure chamber. At least 1 pressure chamber valve is required. Pressure chamber valve. Which it doesn't look like we have. Stand by. Nope, we do have the valve. Never mind. Or chamber interfaces. Okay, so the faces must be either these, at least 1 pressure valve, at least 2 pressure chamber interfaces, which we have. A possible 3x3 with 1 valve and 2 interfaces, which is what we have right now. And the pressure chamber interface is used to automate the insertion and extraction. Items must be piped in via hoppers or other piping mods. Right. So I'm glad that I looked at that. Although that's kind of where my train of thought was going anyway. So I wonder if we have any more whoppers left. When I say whoppers, I mean wood hoppers. Whoppers. Wooden hopper. Okay. So we get out. I mean, we could use pretty pipes, but the hopper is going to be much faster for now. Alright, up here we go. I really should make a staircase like through this area here. It really needs it. Alright, here we go. Hopper. Let's make 5 more steel ingots. Right, they are now in there. Give it some fuel. It is gaining pressure. Now, because this has a safety latch on it, we shouldn't get too far. So you can see the pressure is building very, very slowly. Might just put in a couple extra blocks here because we have a good amount of coal now. We could actually just stock that. And you can see the pressure rising. There we go. Did it finish? Not yet. There we go. So look, you can see it going up to 2 bar here. Problems. Required pressure, 2 bar. Well, it's getting there, dude. Chill out. We're at 0.3 bar now. Then of course there's like negative pressures as well, which is very cool. And with Pneumaticraft, we can also create armor as well, which can be filled with pressure as well. Not really too sure what we would use it for, but either way, we're just past the half bar pressure. I've gone through a whole block of coal, so I'll actually give it a bit more. And I assume this is why you probably want a few air compressors running at the same time. So that you can just pipe in a bunch of pressure, get that bar up. Like I said, we need 2 bar, so we're about halfway there while we're waiting, and hopefully we don't hear an explosion behind us. While we're waiting, I'm just going to harvest these guys here. Because I need my precious dirt for off stream to give me something to do. We're at 1.1 bar now. Add air to the chamber. I mean, it's getting there. Status is a 3x3 with a 1.1 inside. The air is rising. I think, is it the more pressure you get, the faster the pressure goes up as well? Or is it just a flat rate? I don't really remember, but there's 22,700 milliliters of air in there. In that single 1x1 space. I wonder how much you need for diamonds. How much pressure do you need? I think it was 5 bar, right? Pressure, pressure, pressure. There it is. Oh, it's 4 bar. So it's still quite high. I wonder if the pressure will stay here as well. And then do you need pipes to export the items? You should have at least 2 interfaces, one with the blue side facing out and orange side facing in. Input mode interfaces will only accept items, ingredients for a pressure chamber recipe. Output items will by default only export crafted items, but there is a button in the GUI to allow all items if you need to. Note that this behavior changed since 1.12 days and is much more user-friendly. Thank you, post 1.12 Pneumaticraft people. Output mode interfaces will auto-eject into adjacent inventories. Like that. Can we do that with a chest? I'm pretty sure I had an iron chest somewhere lying around as well, but we'll just do a chest. Put it here. There we go. Oh, that pressure's rising pretty high. And did it only do the... No, it's exporting all of them. Sick. Okay then. So while this is doing the thing, and it's gaining pressure, I'm going to put in coal. That is not how you do that. That is how you do that. And this is then going to make diamonds when it gets to 4 bar pressure. I wonder if there... Oh, we'll probably have to make another upgrade, another security upgrade. Security. What do we need for that? One of these things. Ah. Pipe, 2 levers, and a gauge. And the gauge... The gauge was one of these and 4 copper. Right. I'm going to have to rush this. I don't mind taking damage here for that. By the way, I made a bunch of golden carrots like 2 or 3 days ago. Haven't even gone through a third of them yet. Almost. But not quite. So definitely worth making if you have the gold to spare. Which reminds me... Gold. I need to go check on my gold bees. I've pretty much given up on the other ones. It's all about the gold. Alright, pipe. I just realized that I didn't get obsidian either. So we're going to have to go back down there. Those two, pipe, gauge, lapis, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the vertical thing? There, right. There's our safety module. Hurry up and put it in here so that it doesn't explode. So, to be fair, it probably won't explode too much of an area, so I'm not super worried. So at 2.7 of 4 bar, it doesn't say what you're crafting though. Add air to the chamber. I am, dude. Chill. Let's sleep because we want the most sunshine we can get when we get these diamonds in our inventory. You can do it. I believe. We might have to make some more of these chamber walls as well. Like actually go as big as we can here. And then get some more air compressors and just go ham on it, you know? The whole idea of Pneumaticraft is that you kind of want to keep the pressure always up so that you don't have to do this over and over and over. But like I said, if we got more air compressors, it wouldn't be too big of a deal because you could just load them all up and then the pressure builds up much faster. We're nearly at 4 bar pressure right now. At which point we should get some diamonds. Oh, then I just realized I need more for mana diamonds as well. So we'll put in, you know, that much more before it hits 4 bar. Come on, hurry up. It's so close. What version was Sky Factory 3? Was that 1.12? Oh, hello. It did the thing. Did it lose pressure? Did we not hit 4 bar? Oh no. Might have to make some more of these air compressors and then pipe it in. Or did it fail because I added so much more in through the middle? Anyway, it costs 1000 mil of air per item transfer. This means that to transfer a full stack, the interface needs 64,000 mil of air, 4 bar for a basic 3.3. If the interface seems to get stuck, it's just waiting for more pressure to build up. When compressing iron, compress a block of iron since it will only use 1/9 of the air to move items in and out of the chamber. If you need to pressurize a large chamber quickly, extra valves can be helpful, assuming you have sufficient compressors to produce the necessary air. So yeah, that's just how it be. I probably ruined it by putting in so many coal blocks. And now I can't get at them because they're in there. And I don't know if the thing explodes if you break it while it's still pressurizing or under high pressure. Because it seems like that would be a thing that would happen in Pneumaticraft. High pressure, release it all of a sudden, you know, like real life. If you had something under high pressure and you break it, all that pressure has to go somewhere. I wouldn't recommend doing it, but think about blowing up like a soda bottle. Soda bottle? You know what I mean, like a soft drink bottle, fizzy drink bottle, whatever you want to call it. And then you puncture a hole in it, and then that hole just explodes because of the amount of pressure. So like you could do like a pen prick, and it would like turn into the size of a golf ball or something. You know, it's that much pressure. That's why I'm wondering if it's worth breaking this. But I feel like I did oh wait, hang on, I can see 11 blocks of coal. Oh wait, no, that's for this. Never mind, disregard. If it doesn't push out this time, we'll have to break it though. And while we're at it, you know, may as well just make it huge, get some glass, make it look nice, move it across slightly. And yeah, just have it looking really, really sick, really menacing up on the hill. I mean, let's face it, this area here looks kind of menacing. Is it going to push out? Because it says it needs 1 extra bar of pressure. So here's to hoping. I'm going to keep an eye on that pressure bar. 3.54. It's sad that it doesn't give it like an actual readout here either. It says it in the tooltips up at the top, but not in the machine itself. Very interesting. All right, we got 0.25 bar left to go. 0.2. 0.15. 0.1. My eyes are so fixated on that. Like the grass and the machine are starting to blend into one. 2, 1. There's 4 bar. It's a diamond. We got a diamond. Wait, 8 diamonds! Is that it? Did we do it? Yes! We did it! We got diamonds! Now I'm gonna break this. And of course, this is very, very loud. There we go. We did the thing. Hi, bro. How you doing? Yeah, so we've made diamonds. You know what this means? Now we can make diamond seeds, because now we have diamonds. Yeah. Oh wait, no, we also need the rune of summer. Oh, we can also make the rune of summer, so that doesn't matter. We can actually just go and make diamond seeds. For now though, we're going to work on making this thing a lot bigger. We want this thing to be... we want it to look mega. Also, by the way, remember how I said I want the best light? It was just about midday when we got these. I mean, look at how... Oh, it's so good. Sorry, I got a bit excited there. Yeah, so we're going to make a humongous pressure chamber now that we know kind of how it works and whatever. We're going to go for the full 5x5. So like this. We're going to need a lot more blocks. So it's 25 for the tops as well. Jeez. So essentially, it's going to stand about this tall. Then we need to figure out where we're going to put the valve. Probably over here. No, we want... Okay, so we need to figure out where we want the input and output. Can we put the input and output as part of the edges? Oh, look here. Pressure chamber walls or pressure chamber glass. So we can make this whole thing out of glass if we wanted to. That's cool. Then the faces must either be valves, interfaces. Okay, so these boys here. are going to be the interfaces. We're going to have an in and an out. Or do we want to have it in and out? No, 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 no. In and out is fine. Then we just need a ton of walls, and then the valve is going to go here, not upwards. Although we could have it upwards, that would be pretty cool, hey? Or even downwards. Have a hidden valve. So this max pressure is 5 bar. Pressure tubes move air between... hang on. I need to check one thing. Oops, that is not what I wanted. Okay. So we could put a valve in here, in the floor, and then just have a small area. I don't know how we'd get to it though, that's the problem. Soul glass. No. Yeah, we'll be fine with just having it in the side there, and then we'll put the air compressor there on the side, though we will probably want multiple air compressors. I think I have an iron chest that I can use for that, so do that. And let's make some more of these walls. How many more do we need? We need 4, 8, 12, and then 25 minus 3. It's 22, so we need 34 more walls. So we go wall. That isn't what it's called. It's called bricks. Bricks. Why are there so many bricks, dude? Why? This is embarrassing because I literally just looked at them. Pressure chamber wall. Pressure chamber wall. There they are. So we need 30. Oh, that's actually not that much. Need to make a few of these. And then we also need to make the glass, which is another amount of them. So if we do 64, I think we only need to use 32, but 64 is easier to ask for. So that's what we're going to go with in here. We'll make 32 of these. We do this. Never mind, we're going to need another lot. I was right to do this. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 9. It's 45. Yeah, probably all of them actually. Then we want to turn this stone into the walls. Okay, that's... Oh wait, hang on, no. This first. There we go. No wonder it wasn't showing up. Alright. There's our walls. I don't remember how many I said. But we have a crafting table near there. And then we come over here, get out this glass, and hopefully that will be enough glass. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great day. Sorry, it's a bit quiet in here today. Not the biggest deal, but it feels like I'm repeating myself because of it. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to make the top glass. So I did think about making it walls as well, but you turn these into glass. Is this pressure glass? It is. And the more you use, the better. So 4 makes 4 with 1 piece of glass. So we want 9, 18, 27, 36, 43. Oh, that's annoying. We're going to have some left over. So we just do this, then we do this. Wait, 24? Did I not have enough glass? Oh, yikes. It's okay, because our new ferni are going to cook up heaps of glass really fast. So we do sand. Let's do a stack. There it is. Throw that in here. Throw the cobble in here. And just for reference, here's how fast it's cooking per item. We could probably move on to sticks as fuel at this point. Though, like I said, once we get to the next stage, it's going to be even better. So, and we got diamonds. So happy, man. Also, I know what the thumbnail for this video is going to be. Right there. Or for this VOD. Speaking of videos, by the way, though, I did record one earlier, so there will be a video up on the main channel at some stage if you want to see some flight sims. YouTube.com/Chillainous. You can see that one. Give it a week or two, though. And if you're on the VOD squad, if it's not up already, next week, it'll be up. So if you want to see some flight sim, we fly a small private business jet. Yeah, it'll be a thing that's coming up. Looks like I need to add torches. Oh mate, this mouse. Yeah, if you're into flying and stuff, that'll be something to look out for. Plus, I've also been uploading videos to a trucking channel. Yeah, I know, it's like, how many channels can this guy have? But I have a trucking channel as well, where I silently drive in something that has like head tracking or virtual reality. There we go. That is so much cooler. I'm going to remove this hopper for the thumbnail. Just need to get up on top of here and actually I should sleep first because that's going to last way longer daytime. But yeah, you can find that at youtube.com/@breakitall. Inc. I think it's Inc. It's like incorporated, INC. Alright, let's try and get to a spot where I can get a good thumbnail for this. So usually I take my thumbnails with a oh wait, why am I doing it like this? This? Hello. I need to get out of the frame. There we go. There we go. There's a thumbnail right there. Oh, yeah. F2 that. Then I'll take it down from a little lower as well. F2. I definitely want to be able to see more right through it, so I'll also take one from here as well. There we go. There's our screenshot. Screenshot options for when I make the thumbnail for this VOD. Sneak peek into the behind the scenes VOD squad. If that made you click on the VOD and you're still watching this, by the way, on YouTube, let me know down in the comment section. Say, I don't know, I like Fruit Loops. Actually, no, comment your favorite cereal. Again, because me, and whenever I ask for comments, I'm usually talking about food. Right, so now we have a humongous pressure chamber, which is probably going to look epic from down here. Also, can we use these for anything? We can use them for more upgrades. Night vision, use to see, hold shift to use, to see what uses this upgrade, the helmet. And then we have spawner core shells. With liquid experience, that is a lot of pressure you need there. Actually, it's just 3 bar, but this is going up to 12. So that's with, blah, 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 blah. I can't think of it. This is a whole nother machine, actually, I've just realized. With small fluid tanks. Wow. But yeah, so that's cool. That looks so mega, dude. Like, you know, I was like, hey, look, you can kind of see the immersive engineering from here. That is mega. It's kind of ugly up there, but I like it. It's like good ugly. It'd be really cool to change out all the grass up there to like dead and dying and like coal and bricks and, you know, like these things as well. It'd be really, really cool. All right, let's put away the reinforced stuff here. Oh crap, we have security updates, upgrades to install as well. Can't forget about the security, man, or else everything, excuse me, unless, oh my lord, because everything might explode without it. So definitely put them in. And yeah, that is menacing. That is sick. I feel like these last few streams, we've really done something that makes a big impact. Oh, by the way, Rue, we did get zombies and skeleton bees. They were seen in the very early stages of this stream. As you can see here, zombie and skeletal bee, oh, which is giving me bones, thank you. So they were there, and then our silky bees have been doing just fine. Wow, lots and lots and lots of things. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't know where to go now. Do we keep going down this route? Do we make the runes of summer so that we can make diamond seeds? Then we can just grow diamonds. We don't even, you know, the stupid thing is that once we get diamond seeds, we won't need that. Well, actually, we will, but, you know, we won't at the same time. Ugh, excuse me. Knick-knack, honey snack. Bee gave you a bone. Wow. Sure did. More pressure. It is becoming obvious that 5 bar is no longer enough. Better tubes allow higher pressure, which means they can be used with newer machinery. So we will eventually get to high bar. Automated assembly. This is also really cool. But again, lots and lots of things. What I really want is this orbital shopping. There's something, I can't remember what it is. I've wanted something from the Amadron tablet. And I have forgotten what it was. Then we also need emeralds as well. Oh, it's this, the sturdy bee cages. Sturdy bee cages are reusable, and I want that. Anyway, emeralds, you can get lubricant for emeralds. Excuse me, which is probably how you start getting emeralds before bees. For that, you need biodiesel with redstone, makes in the thermo-pneumatic processing plant, then makes lubricant. But then to get biodiesel, you can do it either through immersive engineering or through Pneumaticraft. The biodiesel is probably the thing that we would be working towards, which is the better than oil quest. Which is ethanol and plant oil. So that will be the seed extractor doing that, and then ethanol through that is the fermenter. Of course it is. the fermenter plus anything organic by the looks of things to give you. Potatoes look really good for ethanol. Wow, bottles of honey do incredibly well. Maybe we need to start setting up an auto crafter for our bottles of honey over there. But yeah, so that's kind of what it's telling us to do here. So this is the seed oil, this is the ethanol, this is the biodiesel. Biodiesel plus redstone is the this stuff, lubricant, and then lubricant gives you emeralds. Emeralds you can then use to buy things on the Amazon tablet and also make emerald seeds. So look, we could actually 100% skip. Wait, can we skip diamond seeds? I'm just thinking here. No, you need diamond seeds for skulk combs. What do you need to do here? You need a skulk bee. You get skulk then. Doesn't say. Skulk. Not the shrieker. Wait, is it the shrieker? No, we want the catalyst. That's the one, skulk catalyst. Mob drops from a warden. Of course. What else would it be? So skulk shrieker. Nope. So how do you get skulk then? That's interesting. Species of bees that can't breed among themselves is the withered bee, the kamikaze bee, and the skulk bee. Yeah, so I don't know how to get skulk to make the skulk one. It'll probably become more apparent, or maybe we need to find a deep dark. Is there deep dark in this? If there is, that would be crazy cool. Anyway, yeah, so we could work on diamond seeds, but I don't know if I really want to, because then we have a reason to use this. Like for things like dirt, yeah, it's pretty worth like using these boys here like this to make dirt, because finding dirt in the world gets harder and harder the further you go on. So I have no problems using it to make dirt. And coal as well. Coal is another one. But if we were to plant diamond seeds, then we wouldn't need to use this for diamonds, though we would have to use it for other things, of course. Let me just put this chest here. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm obviously just thinking out loud. Your mind's weird this early. It's 5:12. Yeah. I've not been feeling super great today either. Hello? I need a VR. A disco, you don't need a VR, trust me. Good VR is, well, I guess it's pretty affordable these days. You can get a Meta Quest 3 for under $1,000. But you don't need one. You need a computer that can handle it first. And handle it well, because if it starts jumping around all over the place, then that's where motion sickness comes in. And trust me, it is not nice. I ended up spending a lot of my time in VR chat just sitting down, doing nothing. Because I got motion sick. Anyhoozle. Yeah, so we can make all of these seeds now. The emerald seeds, I'm pretty sure, will require emeralds. Yes, emeralds. You can get from emerald essence, of course. Smelting emerald ore, emerald ore. From mob drops. I don't think we can make suspicious sand. That's emerald ore. So we got the anti-protonic nucleosynthesizer. Try saying that 5 times very fast. Then you need antimatter and diamonds, which you know, we've got access to diamonds, so that's not the worst thing. Then we have a look at this. Then we need an antimatter pellet from Mechanism, which is antimatter. Then for that, we need a supercritical phase shifter with polonium. Will not decay inside a radioactive waste barrel. Cool. Then for that, we need a solar neutron activator with nuclear waste. Nuclear waste you can get from a wasted radioactive comb or from a fission reactor with water and fissile fuel or sodium salt and fission fuel. So if we look at fissile fuel, we can get that from isotopic centrifuge using uranium hexafluoride. You can get uranium hexafluoride through the chemical infuser, putting in hydrofluoric acid and uranium oxide, or through a decondensating, or through hang on, liquid uranium hexafluoride. I think that's what these two here are doing. And then to get hydrofluoric acid is a fluorite block with sulfuric acid. To get sulfuric acid is water vapor and sulfur trioxide. This is probably just steam. To get sulfur trioxide, you need liquid oxygen by the looks of it, and sulfur dioxide. To get sulfur dioxide, you need sulfur. What a crazy line to get to sulfur. And then to get sulfur, how do you get sulfur? There's sulfur crystals here. Okay, you can get sulfur by pulverizing blaze rods. There you go. You get sulfur in the nether. Question. I have actually I've not seen it. Does not mean it isn't there. Let's go have a quick look-see, because sulfur is just a yellow material, so no. Can we please have it fixed where we can actually use this as a search? That would be phenomenal. Where are my boots? Boot. Oh no, have I lost my gold boots? I'm not wearing them. Not in here. Not in here. Oh, they're probably in this this chest, like here. There they are. My gold booties. Let's get on the gold booties. Put that in my offhand. Let's put that in there. We'll put our other important things in here. We'll take a few golden carrots with us. And let's go have a look-see. Now, we don't want to be in here for like super long. Actually, hang on. What I could do is just look up sulfur ore. There doesn't appear to be sulfur ore. There's the fluid encapsulator. Experience capsule. Oh, it's sulf, isn't it? Not sulp. So there is a sulfur bee, which can be grabbed by doing coal bee and cree bee. Cree bee is giving an experience bee TNT. Get an experience bee, it is a lapis bee and an emerald bee. So we have the lapis bees already. To get the emerald bee, it is a slimy bee plus a diamond bee. To get a diamond bee, it is a lapis bee plus an ender bee. To get an ender bee, we need an endstone nest with enderman essence, which we don't have yet. Enderman seeds are tier 4 with a rune of summer, rune of air, 2 mana pearls, a block of both magenta and purple petal blocks, 4 imperium and 1 solium seed. I think you can get endstone before you go to the end though with with a quarry bee, I think it is. There's that chest I wanted earlier as well. So we might not even have to go to the end to get the ender bee, unless it also needs to be placed in the end. At which point, I'm a bit, you know, out of luck. Oh man, I feel not great, everyone. Oh, like, not super sick or anything, just not really the best either. It all started from feeling like dizzy earlier, I think. Right, so essentially what we need right now is the Rune of Summer. Let's keep an eye on that. Might need to talk to a doctor. It's probably fine. I'm probably just tired. It took me a long time to go to sleep last night because my media server kept skipping videos. Like it would play 5 minutes of a video and then skip to the next one, which woke me up pretty much instantly. I've also just turned on my heater under my desk, just to warm me up slightly, even though I've been under a blanket, but also warm up the room a little before I go to sleep because it'll be pretty much finish the stream and jump into bed. So that'll be like 20-30 minutes, which should be enough to very much heat up this large room enough to be comfortable. Anywho, I forgot what I was saying. So we could do more of this farmy stuff. Or we could do... I don't know. I think if we're going to keep doing bees, we need to start thinking about expanding the area. Maybe over here. Like I said, I've made space for these things. And I have... Obviously, look. Obviously, I've greenified the area a lot. So that's also very cool. But I do want to keep the bees all in like a same-ish area. So doing it like along here wouldn't be a bad idea. Might have to move some of the grass just so that it makes a flat area. Then we'd also have to make a bunch of advanced beehives. Hang on one moment. Can we make this yet? The crafting terminal. No, we need to get into PCBs. We're almost there. We're almost at PC. Wait, hang on. Are we at PCBs? Capacitors and transistors and the unassembled PCB. I feel like PCBs is like right on our right on the edge of our stuff. Hey, look, there it is. Unlocks new quests in What Sparks Innovation. Quest line here, where there's also PCBs. I just realized I'm going back into broadcast voice. I'm sorry. I meant to be talking more like this. Anyway, so creating any state-of-the-art... Sorry, it's because I got excited after all the Pneumaticraft stuff that we've done. So creating any state-of-the-art machine requires a PCB, so make sure to build a sustainable production chain. PCBs are required to progress in mechanism and AE2. So to make a PCB... we need a capacitor, an unassembled PCB, which requires the machines. Right, got it. We'll probably also need an acid of some sort to etch the machines, the PCBs. That looks so good. I'm so happy with that. Yeah, so it's saying that we need to get this, though, to make it. So I'm really confused. So we need an assembly platform, an IO, import export, and an assembly laser. I can remove these and I can put these in. Now we can just do this. That requires plastics and pneumatic cylinders and a finished PCB. Hang on, so how does that work if each one requires a PCB? But then it says it requires these to make a PCB. Oh wait, hang on, there's another machine here. The etching tank, which requires etching acid. How do you make etching acid? So it could take a PCB, but then we need etching acid. Etching acid. Okay, to get etching acid, it is gunpowder, rotten flesh, spider eye, and a bucket. I don't think we have any more buckets on us. They should be in here. They're not in here, but the everything else is. That. Get back in there. And that. Then we need to find our buckets. There's one. Thank you. Then we'll just go make some etching acid, I guess. Right, here we go. This is going to be... Okay, that was loud. This is going to be the first time we see this thing in action. In a couple of coal here. Put in like... Oh, we'll just put in the 9. We'll see what happens. Also, I need to put torches on top of this. Okay, it's feeding in each item. Let me stand over here where it's not getting in the way. Here you can see our gunpowder, a spider eye. Maybe I should have waited to do this, like to start the air pressure thing going before I, before I started getting the pressure thing going. I really like having a viewing window though, that's really cool. It'd be awesome if it made it, so it looks like it's going to make the etching acid first and then use the bucket. But yeah, it'd be really cool if, no, I've lost my train of thought. Oh wait, no I didn't. If it made all these lines disappear and just made them the edges, that would be really cool. Now because we have such a large area, I feel like it's taking way more to make this thing fill up with pressure. So maybe we want like a small one as well if we're doing small batches of things. Because yeah, that's taking an age. How do you make an air compressor? Might want to make a few. We have advanced air compressor as well. This machine is the tier 2 version of the air compressor. Like its less resistant brother, it can generate compressed air using any fuel that can burn in a furnace. However, this one generates 50 mil a tick and also produces heat. The higher the heat, the lower the efficiency. The bottom arrow in the temperature gauge indicates where the efficiency will start to drop, and the top arrow indicates the 0 efficiency mark. Unlike you might expect from this mod, this machine won't explode when the temperature gets too high. Well, that's good. We just need to maybe make some more of these guys. Like if we get a couple of air compressors. Let's just make 2 more, so we'll get 16 cobblestone. This is another reason why we might want a quarry B. because it gets stone and cobblestone and everything like that. I'm pretty sure, if I haven't misread it. There you go, 2 more air compressors. We'll get these guys here together. Make a little bit more coal. We're going to remove that one. I'm sorry, that's going to be loud for a moment. Can I place these facing upwards? I don't think I can. I think... Right. Hopefully that stays. Then we'll divide these into 3. Break them up again. 11, 11, 11. Give you that one there. This should start building up pressure much faster now. In here with 3 generators going. At least I hope that's how it works. We just need a few more of these safety upgrades as well. We're going to need 2 of these. 2 of these. I really should just put copper into the into its own storage, so I can just get it from the other inventories. There we go. There's our pressure. Or gauges, I should say. I'm going to need 4 of these, not 2. And I forgot to get the obsidian again. Seems to be a very recurring thing, right? There's 8. Sticks. Right, now we can make the thing. That's not how you make this part. Then it's this part. There you go, there's our other safety upgrades for these other 2 machines. Is it filling up with pressure a lot faster? Is it? I'd still say overall it's still much slower. You see this pressure bar losing. Why is it so much pressure here at the is it because it's a bend that it's got pressure? 2.9, 2.8. I mean, it's understandable this part here has heaps of pressure because it's 3 pipes joining into 1. Yeah, this is going to take ages. I don't really know. I really want to get this etching acid going before we end, but at this rate here, it's just going to take too long. So we put in 10. It's only used 2 charcoal, but it's only also gone up like 1/3. So it should be done by the time it's down to 4. Or even 2. We shouldn't need to fill it up. I think I mentioned gold earlier. So we'll go check on that because I do want to put gold upgrades into all the new... Wow, hello. Into all the new things when we make them. That is a lot of gold. Awesome. You guys are doing well. Thank you. There we go. And that will then give us a bunch of gold, a bunch of honey. I'm not really caring too much about the honey right now, though I feel like it would be a good idea to have a bunch of honey bottles lying around for when we get into making ethanol. Oh boy. Yeah, so now it's just a waiting game for pressure, essentially, to make the etching acid for our PCBs, which we need so that we can make the machines to make PCBs easier, apparently. But yeah, big progress. Got diamonds, made a pressure machine. In the next stream, we'll probably work on doing the other biddies for this. The seed squeezer and all that. Here we go. Industrial squeezer, fermenter, and a refinery. On top of that, we might also want to try and figure out how to make more power for these guys. Can we just add more water wheels? I don't know. Would I want to add more water wheels? I don't know. It's kind of ugly, isn't it? Just sitting there with nothing attached to it. It looks ugly. It would be really cool, even though I'm not much of a builder. It would be really cool to have like something down here with like a river, and then have the river have like an offshoot, so like main river like along here, right? And just have like a small offshoot of flowing water this way, and have a few water wheels capturing that. That would be pretty cool. I feel like this is 3 water wheels. I feel like we can do way more, and we could probably make it look even better if I put this underground, honestly. And just have a humongous line of water wheels downstairs, and then have these accumulators. Oh wow, we can actually probably make these the MV accumulators. Can MV become LV? Again, another thing to test. You can start seeing the pressure moving around in there. The little bubbles, the pressure doing its thing. We only need 1 bar pressure. It's gone up 0.3. So I moved everything in. And like I said, 4 or 2. It might even be 3, but it is building pressure. We just need etching acid, that's all we need. And then all I need is sleep after that. And hope like heck that the media server doesn't do weird things again tonight. Because I can't sleep without noise. But if that noise isn't consistent, that's where I start having more problems, which is why the media server was keeping me awake last night. I can see there are 2 trees behind that. There they are. The texture just doesn't connect. How weird. And we got 0.3 bar left. Where are we at right now? 4. So I put in 10, and we've used 6 to get about 2/3 of the way there. So that means that, yeah, we should definitely have enough to get all the way there. Let's just farm all these things here while we're waiting. And then even all the inferium as well. And I should spend some time making inferium into imperium. I'm the same way. I hate when YouTube on the cable box pauses everything and asks if you're still watching. Yeah. I mean, that's why I don't watch YouTube. Oh, unless I'm watching really long videos like VODs or something. Then I will definitely go and check it out. But because, you know, generally I'll be asleep. And then those VODs generally lead into other VODs. So that's the way to go. I have a good recommendation. That Chillainous live guy on YouTube, he has VODs uploading. Currently 20, what is it, like 27 hours? Also, I've just realized my wrist feels really good. I could put like a good amount of weight on it again. It still feels a little uncomfortable. But that being said, turning my hand 90 degrees, like what, just over a week ago? Or like 10 days ago, turning my hand 90 degrees made it feel uncomfortable. So now the fact I can put weight on it, like a good amount, and for it to feel uncomfortable, that's a big win. All right, where are we at? We're at 0.87. We must be at like 3. Yeah, 3 coal now. You can do it, little glass chamber. Wait, glass chamber? Pressure chamber. You can do it. Actually, it's not even a small pressure chamber. And I really do think there is a place for a 1x1 pressure chamber. So maybe have to consider that. When I say 1x1, that's the 3x3, by the way. The 1x1 is the inside volume. This one here is a 3x3 pressure chamber, but is the size of a 5x5. Do I have torches up here? I really hope I do. I do not. Get out some scaffolding, go get a torch. Actually, we'll get 4 torches. Torch. There they are, 4 torches. And we'll put them up on the top of the pressure chamber. There we go. Crazy when you can't punch a piece of scaffolding. Here we go, we're at 0.99. There's our 1 bar pressure. Come on, you can do the thing. Wait. Etching acid? In a pressure chamber? Says you need 1 bar pressure. Come on, do the thing. Why are you not doing the thing? Oh, what is going on? Warnings. Insert valid items into the chamber to be compressed. What do you mean? Pressure chamber, 2 gunpowder, 2 rotten flesh, 2 spider eye. Oh, and a bottle. Okay. And molten plastic. And for that we need thermo-pneumatic processing plant. Okay. Where is it? That. I need 2 small tanks, which is some iron. I'll take this. Here I am being like, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Oh wait, hang on, I should fill this up. Just give it a couple more coal each. Just long enough for me to make these things. So glass, this, Iron bars. Do we still have iron bars in here? I have one. The best thing about iron bars is that they can actually be melted back into iron, so I'm not too worried about making heaps of iron bars here. 6. Alright, what else did we need? We needed these reinforced stone slabs made with reinforced stone, which you could then turn into the slabs. We just need 8 stone. All right. That there. That there. Make that. Do we have the everything to make this now? We do not. We need the tanks, which require the iron bars. There we go. There's our 2 tanks. There's our... try saying that 3 times fast. Thermo-pneumatic processing plant. Oh my god, I already screwed up. Thermo-pneumatic processing plant. Blah, 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 blah. And then what do we need to put in there for plastic? For plastic, it is charcoal. Which we have right here. Do we need to fill this with air pressure as well? If so, I'll put it up here, just so that it's nearby. Let's have a look, see. It does need pressure, okay. Hook that in. Uh-oh. I just realized that. Jesus. Then we'll put in 1 charcoal at a time because I don't know how much it needs. What do we need? Oh, we need biodiesel. No. Okay. Is this losing pressure? Is it holding on to it? Looks like it's holding on to pressure. Never mind, it's losing it. Alright, so we'll move away from that. That's gonna have to do it for today because we need to do the other 3 things. We need to do the industrial squeezer, the fermenter, and the... what was it? And the refinery. We need to do those 3, so that's probably going to be the deal on the next one. Until then, I can't actually use my refinery. Wait, yes I can. I can just go in there and... do that. That valve still holds pressure, even though... let's just break that. Yeah, so that's what we're going to have to do in the next one, unfortunately. I can't stay awake any longer to see this one through. Making 3 new machines and then waiting for them to produce the everything. Yeah, I'm already really tired, even though it's only like 9:30 p.m. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to head off, so thanks everyone so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this and you want to see more, you can see the whole journey of Verdant idea on Twitch. You can see it on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Chillainous @VOD. Here we go. So you can see the whole journey up until now right there. These streams are uploaded 1 week after they are streamed. So this one here will be coming out on the 21st of July, just to give you a point of reference. And there's a few more coming out in between as well, or at least one more. On top of that, there will be a YouTube video out at some stage, like I said, maybe give it 2 weeks from now as well. And for those of you in the VOD squad, if you haven't already, be sure to come over and check me out on twitch.tv/Chillainous if you want to see this sort of stuff done live. But I guess we've done a lot. We made 3 new seeds, and then the experience seeds on top of that. We were then able to access Imperium, which isn't loading because I'm too far away over here. Yeah, we were able to make Imperium, which is the next what is it? Mystical agriculture resource thing, the next tier seeds and everything. On top of that, we also made this humongous pressure tank and did manage to make diamonds in it, which was also very, very cool. So we got our very first diamonds, so we could also make diamond seeds. And other than that, I don't think we've done too much else, right? Am I like on top of it now? I feel like I'm on top of it. And I'll put these in here. And then while we're at it, it's also doing all the gold for us as well. Like, yeah, we're doing okay. Maybe growing diamond seeds is the way, because we want to upgrade our networks to be diamond level as well. And possibly even diamond chests, which would be really cool. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm sorry. I know I babble on a lot. I apologize. But yeah, be sure to check me out on youtube.com/@Chillainous live. For those of you on YouTube, twitch.tv/Chillainous. And there's a link for Discord coming in if you're not a part of that. Be sure to check that out. VOD Squad, it's down in the description on YouTube, as well as any other applicable links. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I'm going to go pass out. So until the next time, do take care. There's only one of you. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Ciao. Goodbye.